Green Day.
Hermanos de Telehit, nos encontramos en un momento de lujo en Newport Beach, California, una banda consentida de todos ustedes que tiene 3 nuevos materiales discográficos que van a sacar seguiditos. Estamos hablando de Green Day. First of all, Mike, Trent, Billy Joe, first of all, it's an honor to talk with you. Thank you very much for attending this interview.
Thank you.
And tell us a little bit about the adventure of releasing 3 albums at the same time, just like a couple of months in the period.
Well, I mean, you're talking about how the songwriting is done? Oh, well, I think it just started off just one song, and one song at a time, and I think it would just maybe try to get back into just something that's like good, short, fast songs that are meaningful, and just to try to get back into that, something that's a bit more power pop and probably a bit more vintage Green Day. And then the songs just kept coming. And then there were songs that started changing that were more of a garage kind of sound. And then there was more songs that had more of like self-reflection. So it just kept building and snowballing, and then suddenly we'd look up and we weren't looking really to see how many songs we had, and then it ended up turning out to be about 40, 45 or something like that. And then we just kept working, and then I think it's like we're not really in an age where a double album made any sense, and at the same time we didn't want to do a record like 21st Century Breakdown or American Idiot. So we ended up. It was funny. It was like, well, maybe we did like a trilogy of like Green Day. But it's kind of like in the same way. It was like Led Zeppelin 1, 2, and 3, or something like that. That might be a bad analogy, but so we were thinking about it, and then so we decided to call it Dos Trey, and then we thought it was funny because so and then just have our faces on the cover. And it's just to have fun with it and just get, really just write stuff that felt fresh and was like a breath of fresh air.
Cool. Now, Trey, what could be the biggest challenge doing this album, creating this album?
I think for us the biggest challenge was just figuring out when to stop, because like we were having so much fun, like we were writing songs and practicing songs, and we went on some trips. We went to Austin, Texas, and wrote some songs and played a gig. We went to New York and Newport, and we were having a lot of fun doing that. And then when it came time, like, oh wow, we've got a lot of songs. Let's record a record. And then that sort of came, that question of, well, what the fuck do we do? So the only logical step for Green Day is to go huge.